Hello, my name is Shayna. I am a children's librarian at LA County Library, and I'm accredited to provide positive parenting program. Today's parenting tip is Lesson 7, Planning Ground Rules. When I tell people about Triple P, I tell them that it boils down to two words, planning and praising. So planning will come into play with this lesson. We'll also talk about ground rules, which is the start of managing misbehavior. Why rules are important. Children will live in a safe and predictable world. Predictable doesn't mean boring. It means security. It means having a routine and understanding where they'll be provided and who they can trust. Children learn good social skills, and children know what is expected of them. How to set rules. Plan ahead. Yes, that means that you need to set aside time to go make the rules and maybe write them down and know what you're going to be presenting to your child before you talk to them, or some key points that you want to bring up. You also will want to talk to other people in your child's life who are parenting them, like teachers and grandparents, to make sure that they all understand the rules. And then talk to your child when they are in a calm mood and ready to learn. If your child is watching a TV show and has 10 minutes left, is it a good time to interrupt and turn the TV off and say, okay, we're gonna sit down and go over rules right now? Probably not. Your child will probably get very upset, and then when they sit down, even if they do sit down with you, they're probably not going to want to listen. So make sure you give them notice if they are doing something. Hey, in 10 minutes, this is going to be your last episode. We're going to sit down and go over some rules, and then you can watch the next episode after. And when you say that, don't add a question at the end. Is that okay? Because then you're giving your child the ability to say, no, that's not okay. I don't want to do that. You're the parent, you're the authority, so you don't have to ask them for their permission. You want to just tell them in a nice way. And I think parents a lot of the time will say, is that okay? Or ask another question like, yes, all right. Because they're trying to say, did you understand what I said? But it doesn't come across as that way. It comes across as you have the opportunity to say if you want to do this or not. So think of the way you word it. Now, once your child is done watching the show and they are in a neutral state, you will sit down and talk. You want to make not too many rules. 4 or 5 house rules is good. Make sure they're easy to follow. And if you can, you will want to work with your child to make these rules. You can ask them, what are some rules that you think we should have about being in the house, or rules about when we go to the library? They might come up with silly ones, but giving them the opportunity to talk with you gives them a sense of independence and trust, and makes them feel less like they're just being told what to do and that they have a bit of a say. So there are different ways that you can word these rules. You can word them in a negative way. Don't run, don't shout, and don't fight when we're at home. Say those are the 3 rules that you come up with. And those might get the point across, but they are not worded in a way that your child's going to want to listen to them. So we talked about this in a past lesson, that this is a psychological reactance, which means that when you use no to tell someone what to do, they're less likely to do it when it's phrased that way. So instead, you want to phrase it in a way that doesn't include the word no, but still gets the point across. So instead of don't run, say walk in the house. It means the exact same thing, but it's using a more positive spin and not making a person feel trapped and like they're being told that they don't have any freedoms or have a say in what's going on. So walk in the house is great because it's clear. It's it's actually more descriptive than don't run, because then you have that child who's like, oh, I wasn't running, I was hopping. Oh, I wasn't running, I was skipping. So if you make it more clear and say walk in the house, you eliminate all of those problems. Instead of don't shout, you can say speak in a pleasant voice. Instead of don't fight, you can say keep your hands and feet to yourself. And so by thinking about the wording being used in a positive, clear way, and thinking about the mood of your child when you are going over the rules, you can have successful rules that you plan with your child. We hope you have enjoyed Positive Parenting Tips. Click the link in the description box for upcoming programs, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for easy access to new videos. Bye for now.